Now, Bensoul's baby mama, or actually, as you know her, the problematic person in the relationship before they broke up. She was very problematic. Let's not even lie. She was very, very problematic in the relationship between Bensoul and what was her name? Yes,
Wow.
the ex-girlfriend who we have now completely forgotten after she was phased out by the new girl. Let me tell you, our memories are very good. They're very good. We like it when there's drama. When there is none, we leave you alone. Was it? I forget her name.
Noni. Oh,
Noni, yes,
gosh.
Noni. Gosh, how could you forget her? Anyway, she was a huge issue and a blunder and a plague to some extent in the relationship between Noni and Bensoul. And we went through that roller coaster all together, where she ended up becoming a buffer. She said, "You ain't gonna talk to my man unless you speak through me, okay?" And now she was just taken out of the equation altogether. Wow, this world, life no balance. Anyway, I digress. Now, Ms. Moikamba, who is Tiffany Moikamba, the baby mama to Bensoul, and we all remember kind of how the relationship, well, the relationship, not so relationship started and how they ended up having a child. It was apparently Oktoberfest, and they'd gone to the party. I think it was back in the coast, and somehow they bumped into each other, and the uglies were like, "Hey, I like you," and his uglies were like, "Hey, I like you too," and they bumped their uglies, and here came a baby a few months later. She announced it, of course, on social media, and all of us are just like, "Bensoul, are you talking about Bensoul? Pretty boy, young, quiet man, always on the Bensoul. Is that the kind of person you're talking about? Because that cannot be our boy. That cannot be our boy. You cannot say that our boy, the most faithful, loyal man in Kenya, the most trustful. He has such a soulful, trusting face. You're like, ain't no way that's true." And so, of course, there was a battle of words and wits, and everyone trying to calculate whether or not it's true that she did get pregnant through this one night stand that she had with Bensoul. And ultimately, yeah, the revelations came a lot later. There was a whole DNA test thing that was done. It was a lot. It was really a lot. And when finally we came to terms with the fact that our first, again, our local boyfriend, community local boyfriend, alikuwa to break heart, all of us, because we are all thinking, wow, not Bensoul, not him. Yeah, when we collectively agreed with ourselves that yes, he did cheat, and yes, he did get someone else pregnant, and now he's happy about his daughter. He's constantly talking about her. He even did a song about her in his new album, and so many other beautiful things. We've kind of just forgotten about the fact that he was a bad man and he cheated. Okay, it's okay. Back to the story. She says that it was during this period of time when she found out she was pregnant. In fact, a few months before she gave birth, this is in August, she's kind of in the same space now where she's thinking about and reflecting about what was happening last year in August when she was pregnant with her baby. And she says that she was going through a really, really tough financial situation, and she couldn't even make out how she was going to afford the hospital bill, let alone diapers and all of these other necessities that a child requires once they bloop come out of you. Yeah, so she says it with a lot of bittersweetness, because she's like, it was a very tough place to be in back then, but she's entirely grateful for her daughter. She's always sending love through social media and giving praises, and just showing how much she loves this little baby, and we're happy for her. We're really happy for her. However, it does bring the question of, okay, you're going through a tough financial situation, kind of making sense why she was so adamantly trying to make Bensoul take responsibility for the child, because maybe she didn't know how she was going to take care of it, and therefore she assumed that if she got probably involved, it would see of her financial struggles. Like, things are revealed. I see where I see why this was such a. You're all like, why are you making it so? Why are you being so loud about it? But now we kind of get it. She needed the money. We're taking care of her, and that's why she was being very loud about it on social media. Is it justified? Absolutely freaking not. Don't destroy other people's lives simply because you made mistakes with them. You were there in that bed. Nobody pushed you. Nobody forced you. You accepted it, and now you need to face the consequences. You know what I mean? I don't know why we need to be part of this whole thing after you've made your. Were we there? Do we even know what it feels like?
Girl. First of all, before you come to Kathomi with torches and everything, I feel like it was very opportunistic,
It
especially
was.
on her end. Yeah, I understand, having undeniable chemistry with something.
But it was a
One
one-night
thing
stand.
leads to another, and you have a one-night stand. One-night stands are common and they happen, but people deal with the consequences, okay?
Yeah.
First of all, you're like, okay, this happened. Am I ready to have a child with this stranger? Complete stranger, okay? You want to tell me if it was just a random guy she met at the club, she would still keep the baby?
Oh, hell no.
So at the end of the day, it was very
no.
opportunistic
It
on
was.
your end.
And a little malicious.
A little bit, but you have a beautiful baby now and you're happy
We're
for
happy.
you guys, good for you guys.
Yes.
But this child is still going to grow up and hear all these stories, so
Messed up as they were.
it
and they
sounds
were
so
messed
horrible
up.
and I hate talking about it, but that's just the fact.
Yeah.
It was a bit manipulative.
There
at
was a
the
lot.
end. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
This guy had a public girlfriend, almost wifey,
It was a lot.
perambulating everywhere. Where you see Bensoul, you'd see Noni. So anyway.
Do you remember the TikToks that she would do? She would do TikToks just to irk Noni. She would do TikToks just to create some sort of bile, and you could tell that it was charged. Anyway, it's all good. The baby's here. We're happy.
It's so tragic. It's so tragic. Another young black man.
Black men don't cheat,
Black men don't cheat.
but this
But
one did.
another black baby daddy. It is what it is. It is what it is.